I've heard grief described many ways, both interpersonally and academically, but one that resonates with me the most is that there are three stages of grief: numbness, disorganization, and reorganization. During the first stage, numbness, that's immediately after the person dies, and it's a time of a lot of shock, and the body is just trying to process what has just happened. So for me, I almost felt robotic for the first, 24 hours, week, 2 weeks, months. And it was a very difficult time to organize. And so my brain felt really confused. And just a reminder to anyone in that phase is to make sure you are doing the very basics. Everybody experiences grief differently, but as I've talked to people over the years, a very common thing during that early phase is to forget about your basic needs. And just like number one, sleeping. There's a lot of insomnia that can come up because of like the anxiety and the feelings that come up around grief. Number two, eating and hydrating, just making sure that you nourish yourself. You don't have to be perfect. If you eat a bowl of Cheerios to get you through a meal, hey, good for you. But make sure that you are just nourishing yourself enough to, make sure that you're surviving and moving forward. Three, make sure you're doing the basics of self-care, like washing your face, brushing your teeth, showering, and, just changing your clothes. And then fourth, make sure you try to be social and just connect with others, because it's a really easy time to isolate. And number five would be try to get outside. It's really easy in those early phases of grief just to want to stay in bed 24/7. And, again, if that's where you are, that's where you are. But if you can get a breath of fresh air, sometimes it changes your perspective to just let a little bit of light in.